Competitive programming and software development are two different things, so why are we treating them the same? Why are we still using these outdated code tests for software developer interviews? Hey guys, Kay here. Now, a friend of mine has been applying for junior software developer roles, and he's been given those time LeetCode style code tests to do, where you try and write code that's as messy as possible, ignore all of the clean coding concepts, just to pass some randomized test cases. So supposedly this is supposed to assess your skills as a software developer. So this really kicked off with FAANG companies, and for FAANG companies, they actually have a reason, such as Facebook and Google. The fact that these companies are so big and they attract something like 50 to 60 applicants per position, they actually need some kind of filter, some kind of way to just reduce the number of applicants. And that makes sense, having some kind of automated test, because obviously they don't have the manpower to physically assess each individual candidate that applies for a position. However, what really annoys me are those companies that aren't Facebook and Google. There's some small startup in the middle of nowhere, and they still give applicants these tests to do, even when they probably have more current employees than applicants for positions. And as a software developer, the skills that you need to pass these tests, it's not the same as what you need to build well-architected program software. So you could have someone in, even high school or whatever, and if they practice enough of these LeetCode hackerrank questions, they can actually pass these interviews. It's a completely separate skill to architecting a solution, building good, clean software. So the question is, what do you do instead? How do you assess them? And that's a good question. I would say there are two really good ways to assess candidates for positions, especially for senior positions as well, because I've heard of friends of mine, people that I know personally, senior developers go for these, these new roles, and they still get given these hackerrank LeetCode online tests to do as part of the process, which, to be honest, it makes no sense at that level. So I would say, rather than giving them those automated LeetCode questions, give them a tech test where you build something, and that's actually going to assess your skills with how you build software, because the role requires you to build software. So again, that's something that I had to do personally for a junior role. I had to build a small console application, test and everything, in order to validate pseudo numbers. So I had to show, I'm following all the clean code concepts, I'm using interfaces to inject in dependencies, all of that good stuff. Now, another good way to assess candidates is paired programming. Now, there is a problem with that. I don't expect, companies like Google and Facebook start implementing that on a mass scale, because one, that requires you to have one of your developers take time out of their day, and two, paired programming is something that will be kind of done on site, which again requires more company time, as opposed to a tech test where you kind of just do it in your own time, wherever, hand it in, and they can kind of discuss it with you as part of the interview process. Yeah, so those are my thoughts on the process. Do let me know what you guys think. Is this a good way to assess software developers? Is there a better way? What do you think? So thanks again so much for watching, guys, and please do like and subscribe to support the content, and I'll see you guys next time. See ya.